Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is the National Football League. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year in Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Jackson's pass thrown to the sideline, and
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Complete to Marquise.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Jackson on the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
On the option, it's Jackson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On the keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Holding. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Open man is Cameron Batson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Batson, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now increase here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
tackle made at the 38-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 21, Ravens nothing.
Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Jackson.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And boy, they're spotting that football. He's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times and any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Run down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Titans are going to have a 1st. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. From the 29, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
yards to go.
Here's Tannehill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They run into big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks of the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Gostkowski for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Take it at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
He's got daylight. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 62 yards, and the Ravens are in for 6.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their
The Titans getting set to go.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football outshined the 30 to the 29. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. From the gun.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Titans. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Ryan Tannehill sacked by Matt Judon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left on the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. When they descend upon their prey, that's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson's
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give him points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.